Hey, so did you know that you can use the seller's money to buy down your interest rate? I bet you didn't know that, did you? So there's a lot of media production out being done now saying like, hey, interest rates are on a rise. I'm pretty sure you've seen it on Google. I'm pretty sure you've seen it on the news. I'm pretty sure you've probably even seen it in social media or email blasts from other companies, other agents, or just seen it or heard the conversation somewhere around, right? And in my opinion, I feel like it's really unfair because it is dispersing a lot of fear and scarcity into the marketplace. But you're on my email list. And I know if you're on my email list, you have a sense of optimism in you because guess what? I attract those people because I am that person, right? So we attract who we are. So let me just educate you a little bit. You could use the seller's money to buy down the interest rate. Now, granted, you want to do this if you are not using down payment assistance. You guys know, I tell you all the time, down payment assistance is available if you need it. But I have always said it's always best to buy a house with your own money. If you have your own money, it's best to buy a house that way. You have more options and more flexibility. A lot of people attach an emotion to the down payment assistance program thinking that you deserve it and thinking that you need it. In actuality, your best bet and your best deal would be to spend the money you have. If you have at least your down payment, now is the perfect time for you to buy a property. And I'm going to explain to you how you do this and why, okay? So yes, let's check some facts. Yes, the interest rates are up, right? Yes, property values are up, which we can expect because property values always goes up because real estate is the one thing that increases in value. So that's something that was going to happen, right? Interest rates are up, property values are up, and the inventory is low, meaning that there is not a lot of homes on the market to actually choose from. So some people who are already willing and able to purchase, it's not that they can't purchase, it's just the fact that they're not finding what they want to purchase because inventory is low, right? So those are three things that we are faced with in today's marketplace, which is honestly not three good things to be faced with. But how do you navigate it? That's what I'm here to tell you. This is what I'm here to educate you on. So that way you know how to succeed, win, and reach your goals in this marketplace. So if you have your own money and you are looking to buy a property, have enough to at least afford and pay for your down payment, which is typically about 3.5% of the purchase price. Because interest rates are high, because property values have increased, and because inventory is low, but also because the buyer pool has decreased, meaning there's not a lot of competition out there, sellers are either dropping their price or giving up closing help, okay? Back 6 months ago, back a year ago, back 18 months ago, back 2 years ago, sellers were not giving up any closing help because we were in a market where interest rates went to an all-time low due to a pandemic, correct? And now we're back to a place where the market is beginning to stabilize and the market is going back to where it was prior to pandemic, right? So now sellers are having to navigate back to what the market was before. And what the market was before was seller help, closing help, incentives, things in that nature. So now sellers are giving monies to buyers to go towards their closing costs. But did you know that you can use that money to buy down your rate? A lot of people don't know that. So if you're freaking out about a high interest rate, keep in mind that if you get a 5% interest rate, which in all honesty is not high, that's what it was prior to COVID, right? But if you get a 5% interest rate, you get a 6% interest rate, and the seller gives you $10,000 in closing costs, you can use $2,000 out of that 10 to buy down your interest rate and decrease your monthly mortgage payment. Yes, that can be done. However, guess what? You have to use your own money. Why do you have to use your own money? Because the down payment assistance programs sets a standard rate that cannot be fluctuated, moved, or purchased down or bought down, okay? So if you are wanting to use a down payment assistance and buy down your rate at the same time, it's impossible. You can't do it because down payment assistance programs do not allow you for you to do so. The down payment assistance program sets their own rates. But if you can afford at least your down payment, which is 3.5% of your purchase price, if you can afford at least your down payment, I'm pretty sure that we can negotiate some of your closing help. And if we get some closing help from the seller, which I'm pretty sure that we can because recently my contracts have been closing help and I recently got my client $15,000, we could use money from the seller to buy down your interest rates, which ultimately decreases your monthly mortgage payment. And now you're buying a low rate, just as much as you will be buying or getting a rate in last year's market. Now, you're not going to buy it down to the 2s, and you're likely not going to buy it down to the 3s, but you can definitely buy it down to the low 4s, which is a lot better than the 5s, the mid 5s, the 6s, or the mid 6s. So that's just a tip for you. If you know somebody that's looking to purchase a property, or if you have any questions, feel free to let me know, because I want to be able to help you. Not only that, I want to be able to educate you. My goal here is to remove and to try to combat all of the scarcity and all of the pessimism and all of the fear that has been installed in our community to make you not want to purchase. Today is the day to build your wealth. The prices are not going to go down, okay? Interest rates may go down later in the future, absolutely. But you can use other people's money to buy down your interest rate today. So let's have a chat. Email me back if you have any questions. Comment below if you have any questions, and I look forward to working with you.